My name is Moon Petrie. It is a new year. I know it's like the 16th, right? It's been a new year for a minute, and I really want to do a writing reset. I feel like the past year, I struggled with finding balance and with shifting gears between different things I was doing, and I want to take a moment and start this year off right. So, who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna start this year off with a strong sense of purpose and um, given things a real good try. We'll see in retrospect at the end of the year whether right was an accurate description, I guess. So there are three things right now that I'm going to try to do. Thing one, I have set my reading goal at 100 books on Goodreads for the last few years. One year I did hit 120. The last two, it has turned into more of a struggle, and yet I kept setting my Goodreads goal to 100. This year I am setting my Goodreads goal to 72, which is 6 books a month, and happens to be exactly what I read last year. So why do I feel like I'm giving myself a little bit of leeway by setting it to what I did manage to accomplish last year? For one thing, it will reduce stress to just not be shooting for 100. But the other reason is that I had a major reading slump, which is not a thing I tend to do at all. But this was during the final slow decline of my cat and a grieving period afterward when I just couldn't get my brain in line. I did actually start some other books that I didn't put on my Goodreads at all, didn't want to mark as a DNF because of the mental state I was in. Nothing was going to hold my attention then. So 72 is what I managed despite all of that, so it should be reasonable. I do read a wide variety of things, so we will see how that goes, but I am not gonna set my sights on 100 books, and that is a relief. Thing two, I've been doing this writing thing, author tube thing, for a while, for a good while. I'm coming up on my 5th author tube anniversary, so that's pretty exciting. In all of that time, I have tried a bunch of things. I have tried a variety of word count, tracking methods, documenting, stickers and charts of various kinds, and rewards, and different approaches to goal setting. And so what I want to do is take a little bit of a look back at some of the things that I've tried and figure out what was most successful, or most fun, most motivating, and actually try and implement some of that. Even though my main goal at this point is revisions, I have a harder time with tracking, goal setting, and rewards for revision because drafting is so much more concrete. Sometimes I'll start tracking with a calendar and just not really follow through that month or whatever. And so prioritizing that and making it fun and making it visible stuff up, hanging on my wall for me to see, and to have some concrete things to work towards, some rewards. Although I am not likely to do again the pickle cupcakes that I made for myself for a reward back in 2022, I think it was. That was fun. So the third thing is to get my mind in the groove. To kickstart it, I feel like it's very easy for me to stay stuck in a groove. I'm a dog with a bone kind of person. Have you ever seen people fishing for crabs where they have a bag of something crab bait, something unpleasant, in a little mesh bag, and you can lower it into the water, and the crabs will grab on, and you can just pick up they won't let go, like, and you just get to keep the crabs because they will not let go. So I identify strongly with that. I feel like what I really need is to get into that. No amount of interruptions and botheration will derail my brain from staying on its track, generally, reasonably, considering all the kids, once I'm there. But to try to get my head into that space without ever having 5 consecutive minutes, that is hard. And so I am doing a thing. My work schedule is such that on months with 5 Mondays, I get the week of the 4th Monday off. That's this coming week. So today is Tuesday, and here's the incredible thing. I get my work assignments at the start of the week, and they're due on Thursdays. I did everything very much ahead. Like, I got my assignments early so that I could have them all finished early, and I got everything done for this week yesterday. So I am officially done work for 13 days, and yay! I've also done some other stuff. I got my house somewhat cleaner, not this room, but other parts of the house. And I'm working on some organizational stuff, busted out my colored pencils and stickers and planners and fun stuff like that to work on that second goal. And I am just spending these few days in a sort of preparatory phase, and then I'm doing something wild and crazy. This is what I was thinking about when I said I had some plans percolating, but nothing concrete yet. This is what I was thinking about when I said that in my last video. I am taking a micro writing retreat. I'm going on Thursday, so the day after tomorrow, in the afternoon when my husband comes home from work. I am going to stay at a cheap hotel close by and hide from everyone with my writing projects and some self-care stuff, pamper myself a little, and have that more than 5 minutes of peace and quiet to really immerse myself in the project that I intend to be working on, which is my spooky middle grade, which I don't know what I'm calling that, October's Ghosts maybe. And I'm just gonna stay for 2 nights, so it's less than 48 hours because of when you have to check out of a hotel. But it is a lot more time than I've had in a long time. It might be more time than I have ever had actually by myself, ever in my entire life. So, wow, I've never lived alone. I've had kids forever. Even when my husband has taken the bigger kids in recent summers for a couple of nights, I have had my youngest still, because she was so little. This past summer, he did take all of the kids, including my youngest, but it was only for 1 night because she's so little. Yeah, this is going to be my longest stretch alone. The silence, the pressure of the silence will hurt my ears. I hope there are noisy people in the next hotel room because I'm not accustomed to silence. Anyway, so that is what I'm doing. I'm so excited. And yes, of course, I'm going to do some vlogging. Anyway, if you have thoughts about stuff that helps when you need to do a writing reset, I would really, really love some more ideas. So please leave a comment. Until next time, I am Moon Petrie, and I'm off on a little writing retreat adventure. And by the way, velociraptors.